All right, so when I posted my review of our 2022 Kia Telluride SX that we own, this is our personal family car, many of you brought up the idea of comparing it against a Chevy Traverse, and it just so happens I have my hands on a Chevy Traverse, and so I thought I would just give you a little bit of a comparison today of the Kia Telluride versus the Chevy Traverse, and what maybe you should consider in buying one for your family. We have two kids, they're small, and for us the Telluride's been awesome so far. We have about 7,000 miles on it and it has given us no problems, and that's not a lot of miles, so there's no problems to be expected, but it's been great so far. We've had it on two really long road trips, 1,000 miles, 2,000 miles, and it's been wonderful as a road trip car, averaging, about 26 miles to the gallon, 25 miles to the gallon, and lots of space, plenty for us. If we had any more kids, I would say we'd probably need a little bit more space or get a rooftop carrier. But so far, this Telluride has been awesome, and I love the styling about it. I love the interior. I like just about everything about it, except for here in Utah in our elevation, it's a little low on power, and which I would think if you were down at a lower elevation or if you had your hands on some higher octane fuel, that might help as well. But here we only have 91 octane and we are at higher elevation, which I think cuts down on some of the power. So just be aware, if you are here in Utah or somewhere with higher elevation, you could expect to maybe want a little bit more power. I feel I would happily pay a couple extra grand more for the Kia Stinger GT engine, the twin turbo V6 that has. And I would happily sacrifice any miles per gallon that would go down if there is any. But I think that extra bump would be worth it to have that little extra power. So let me show you around the Telluride, and then I'll show you around the Traverse and give you my thoughts on what I would pick if I were to buy a family hauler again, and we'll go from there. So as just a quick overview of the Kia Telluride SX, and if you're curious about more information on it, I did make a full 6-month ownership update video that you can watch. And if any of you are wondering, I've had a few people comment, where's the Telluride lettering on the hood? Well, I had full hood, full front end paint protection film professionally installed in Vision here in Salt Lake. And in doing so, they had to remove their lettering, and I thought, you know what, I think it looks clean without it. We can just leave it off. So that's where those are. But here's the exterior. I've had the windows tinted a little bit darker than how they come from the factory. But I think the Telluride looks amazing. The styling is just incredible. It looks really good. It looks clean. Many people have said it looks Range Rover-esque. We get compliments on it all the time. And I don't know that the 2023 updates are really that great yet. They've done away with the orange or amber daytime running lights, which is kind of unfortunate. But overall, I think this has been an excellent car. Great for hauling small families and all their gear on road trips and anywhere else. And yeah, really liked it. I think that in general, I think that the Telluride and the Palisade are probably the best values on the market for what you get. Again, I would like a little bit more power, but if that's not happening, I think you've still got an excellent value. So coming in here, I haven't cleaned this at all, so, forgive us there, but it's pretty luxurious, guys. I mean, for less than 50 grand, Kia's really nailed it. I mean, it's a pretty nice place to spend time. I mean, if you look hard, there's some cheaper materials, but overall, the materials are pretty good. I really can't complain. And then here in the second row, again, hasn't been cleaned. It's a family car, whatever. But tons of room for the kids. And they've been pretty happy there. As far as cargo space goes, again, it's the third row up. It's carpool this week. Plenty of space. for groceries without putting the third row down. You also have this sweet under storage, which actually can hold a lot. And with the third row folded flat, you got even more space. So it's been pretty awesome. Love this. Yep. Nice job. So coming over to the Traverse side of things, I think it looks pretty nice. This red, cherry red tint coat paint from Chevy, or from GM really, looks so solid. I like how it looks a lot. It's got a more angular design than the Telluride, but I think Chevy's done a pretty good job here. Coming in, you've got a pretty nice interior. It's definitely not as luxurious as the Tellurides. You don't have a lot of things that the Telluride has, and this costs more money. This is just over 50 grand, and our Telluride with this SX trim and the Prestige package was just under 50. And here you have less features. The Telluride has heated and cooled front seats. Lots of nice things. This only has heated front seats. The Telluride also has heated and cooled second row seats. About the same amount of space in the second row for kids, and about the same amount of space here in the back. So you don't have like the pull-up curtains. It's definitely not as feature-rich as the Telluride. So unfortunately, during our week with the Traverse, it kind of has had a transmission stutter. So from 20 miles per hour to 40 miles per hour, it kind of like stutters and lurches along. And so it's kind of cut our time short with the Traverse. And I don't know, maybe it's just a one-off, maybe it's a common problem. I'm not really sure, but this thing has about 9,000 miles and doesn't seem, to inspire a lot of confidence when it's having issues like that early on. But that said, from the time I have driven it, it's been really nice. It actually rides really well. I think it rides even a little bit, maybe even better than the Telluride. I think that its V6 is a little bit more responsive than the Telluride's. It feels like it has more power. I'm not sure if it does, but it feels like it. I still am a big fan of Chevy's infotainment. I think it's really simple to use. The cameras look really good. The second row, like I said, is easy. I think it's easier to get the kids into than the Telluride, like marginally. I'm just nitpicking here. But if you're just not into the Telluride or the Palisade and you want something that's still going to be a great family hauler, then this is a great option. Keep in mind though, you are getting a lot less for more money. This is just over 50 grand. The Telluride fully loaded, every option with heated, cooled seats, front and middle, suede headliner, pull-up curtains, like everything was just under 50 grand. So you're paying more, but you're getting less. But if you love the styling and you just love, the features or the, Chevy brand or whatever, then the Traverse is a solid option. And they've done a nice job here. It's just a matter of what you want. So anyway, I hope this helps, guys, but leave some comments below if you have more questions or, you want to know more about what our experience has been owning a Telluride. But so far, we've really loved it. Thanks, everybody. If you don't mind liking and subscribing, please do. We'll see you later. Bye.